this is a chance to tell the people about Oman. Oman is a beautiful country. It has different kind of environments. So there are different options for every tourist. They can pick up what they prefer. My name is Abdulaziz Rashdi. I work as a web developer, and at the same time I'm a student. I was born in Sharqiya region in east of Oman, and I grew up in Muscat, in Matrah, the other part of Muscat. Most of the population of Oman is in Muscat. Behind me is the old Muscat. The old Muscat, it's like at least 600 years old. In 1500, Portuguese decided to colonize Oman because they knew that it's like the center of the trade and business in that area. Oman ports, especially that one in Muscat, used to be the main port for exchanging the horses, dates, and other things from India and China at that time. So they decided to talk about this country and use it for them. As you can see, that is Al Mirani Fort. We are closer to it now, and you will see it from the other side, from the harbor side now. Al Mirani Fort, which is this one, it is not open for the tourists until now. The other one, the Al Jalali, it's open for tourists and because it is a museum now, so they can visit it. The main authority is the Sultan. He became a Sultan in 1970, and in that time there were some wars between the tribes, some of the tribes. So the Sultan could united the country, and he knew how to manage to keep the country safe in the sensitive area like the Middle East. Inside Al Muscat there is Al Alam Palace. It used to be an ancient house, but in the past the grandfathers of the current Sultan, they revolution in it, and it's like a palace now. Currently the Sultan used it to host his guests at this time. People love Sultan because he changed the country from that time to this time, so it is civilized now. In the past there was just one school in Muscat, another school in Salalah, but in 1970 he developed the country to look like it is now. The Arabic traditions is one of the most important things in Oman. Since the past, they tried their best to keep the traditions as it is. It is the typical Omani dress. It is the dishdasha, they call it dishdasha, and this one is the turban, and they call it masar. Young people like to wear trousers and the new kind of style things, but where we are working, we have to wear the Omani cloth with the turban, and I mean we should just look like real Omanis. We're going to have some rice on the beach with the other guys from my college. We have long beaches in Oman, and most of them like to go to the beaches for the barbecue, especially on the night. We are in Al Shati beach. Omani culture is socialist. In free time, sometimes we go for trips to the desert, to the beach. Sometimes we go to the malls, just like a coffee meeting. And sometimes we just meet at home. So most of the time we are meeting each other. The next step is to go to Matrah Souk, which is the market. It's like the main market in that time. Even my grandparents used to come here to buy their stuff, clothing and many things in this souk. Since most of the locals are working in the daytime, so the daytime most of the people who are coming here, they are tourists. But in the night, the more locals are coming here, so you can notice that the locals are more than the tourists in the night. So this is for the Frank scene, which is from the far south of Oman. You can check the smell. They put it on the fire, and you can see this smoke with nice smell. Oman was like one of the main producers of frankincense, and still one of the main producers until now. This market is here since 1925. It was between the houses, like everybody can open a shop in his house at that time. Now it has just become different, it's just a market, and the houses moved to another area. taste, it is a big soup. Oman became a rich country when they discovered the oil. But recently they are looking for other resources for the income, like the tourism. So they want to reduce the rely on the oil. We are going to see the sinkhole, and we are going to see Wadi Shab, one of the most restrictive places for foreigners. And also we are going to visit the Wahiba Sands. So I think I have to change my clothes to another type of clothes that will be easier to move around. As you can see, it is like a hole on the ground. But there's a rumor between the locals that a star fell down from the sky and made it like it is now. And there's this another story that the ground is collapsed. I prefer the first one because it is better. I mean, it sounds better, like grandmother's stories. But of course, I believe the second one. Let's go to Alisha because we need like half an hour and we have a long trip for today. We just arrived to Alisha. As you can see, it is beautiful nature here. This is one example of the wadis in Oman. The meaning of wadi is valley, which is something between two mountains, or between mountains, and there is a water bath. There's something special about this wadi. There's like waterfalls and there's a cave, so people who can dive, they can get inside that cave and see like something beautiful, something unique here. But they have to walk just for some kilometers. Locals like to come to this kind of places because it's quiet. You know, it is just far away from the city, from the noise. So it is quiet and peaceful. We drove for a long distance inside the desert to come to this camp, night desert camp, a nice spot in Sharqiya Sands. You can just get an idea about how Bedouins used to live in this area. There are many camps in the desert, and this one, it is one of the best camps here. The sky will be clean and clear, so it is a good chance to watch the sun rising and sunset while you are coming to the desert. It's been a busy day, and it's time to go to bed, so see you tomorrow morning. Good night. Good morning. As you can see, I am back to the traditional clothing today. We've seen nice stuff in Oman. We went to the nature, we went to the city. I hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you soon in Oman. Ma as-salama.